Yeah! Hey, what's cracking like on YouTube? It's your boy Tim Witt. I'm gonna do a short let's test today to compare the MPC Stuff new pads to the Akai MPC 1000 original pads. Now, you can go back and check out my video, my Let's mod on trying to fix up the original pads in there with some gaffer tape, and the results, average. I'm having a lot of trouble with a couple of pads. Some are nice, some are unresponsive, some are too responsive. So I thought I would do a little video on installing this guy and then seeing how it actually compares. Let's get into it. Here's a test of the original pads with the gaffer tape mod underneath. You can see that I've got full level turned off, so we got the velocity going on. See, 3, you just got nothing unless you're just smacking the crap out of it. See, 8, 7 and 6, 5's pretty good. Oh, really? Yes, I mean it's fine if you're just hammering it really hard the entire time, but obviously you don't want to be doing that all the time. You get dumpy little fingers as you mash them into your MPC. 16 is just gung-ho. He's just oversensitive. He'll trigger off when I'm playing these other pads here. 15, ugh. Yeah, so you can see even with it attempting to be fixed with a simple hack, it is just very difficult to use, quite unpleasant. So let's then chuck in the MPC one and then see how it compares. If you didn't know what the difference between the original MPC 1000 pads and the upgraded version, which was also part of a later release of MPCs, it's really difficult to tell which MPC had which pads, just kind of by looking at them. Yeah, I thought it was just the black ones were better than the blue and red ones. Had the new pads, which evidently wasn't correct, because here I am with my old ass pads. But if you haven't seen, a way that you can test it is that if you get your MPC 1000 and you got the little pads there, in the bottom right, you give this guy a little wiggle here, just push him down, give a bit of that, because what you will see if it's the old pads that you don't want is that none of these other pads will move, because these pads are all actually on their own separate little board. They're all attached separately, which was a design choice Akai had decided to make with the 1000s. Just to try something new, break away from tradition with the classic 2000 and XL range. And they kind of balls it up. They turn out to be no good. And so you see here the difference with the MPC Stuff new upgrade pads is that it actually is all one sheet. Separate, one sheet. And so when you have these in your MPC and you pull this bottom guy, you'll actually see that the other ones around it will give a little bit of a wiggle because they're all attached to the same sheet. So that's a little how you can test if your MPC pads are stinkers or if they're keepers. So, I haven't got the old pads out, got the new pads ready to go. Let's chuck them in there and get jamming. We're back. We are back with the new pads, and they are glorious. Every pad is exactly the same sort of velocity. They feel nicer. There's a nice little kind of like physical tick to it every time you hit the pad. So gentle. Even if you don't need to go very hard to get a really at full volume. There's full volume. Yeah. Mad props to MPC Stuff. They really know their biz. Man, it's great. there's no contest between the original pads with any kind of mod to it versus the upgraded NPC stuff pads. They are just heaven to play. Yeah, well done NPC stuff for giving us these great pads. Love it. Couldn't ask for more. Yep, if you're wondering, should I mod my NPC versus should I shell out the extra cash to buy the proper pads? Yeah, hands down, proper pads. You will not regret it. I hope you've enjoyed this short comparison. Follow me if you like. I'm on social media and all of that jazz. Instagram, Facebook, Bandcamp. Do the stuff. I'm out of here to start making some more beats. Tim Witt.